like, it's like, you know, like, I get stuff. I don't know. I'm not a girly person, so I recently, for the first time, said to the whole thing. So, oh my God.
Okay, so Katie, I used to do hair, so I know this. If you...
Sorry, I'm sharing with all my followers on Periscope.
So if they follow on Periscope, myself as well, I always put my team on it because there's only 50 people on here, so they can see it there too. But if you're good, you're good. So just a tip: if you wash your hair every day, then you're gonna always have to wash your hair every day because you're basically like drying out you're drying out your scalp, and then your scalp's overcompensating. So you know. If we're giving hair tips.
Have a call just about hair tips.
Okay. Well, I just got mine done, so normally it doesn't look this fabulous. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I always want to make sure some of my girls are on. Eliana, you on here? I see you, Stacy, Nicole. You guys on here? Eliana. Oh, there you are. Okay. Cool. All right, so we will get started. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to have these two fabulous presidential ladies talk, and then we'll just go through a little bit of training afterwards as well, separately. If you guys want to stay on, you totally can. You don't have to, though. Okay, so I will start with you, Katie. I don't know if I told you I was going to start with you or not. Okay, so...
no, I overheard. I was finishing my dinner, so I was like...
No, you're fine. Okay. So do you want to go first?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So can you just give your name and your rank and when you started and your story, or a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Katie Herold, and I am from Toledo, Ohio. So that's Northwest Ohio. I am going to be 28. I started in May of 2013. And my story is I met Sarah Rankin. I don't know if you guys know who Sarah Rankin is. She's an Ambassador Diamond. I met her at a bar 5 years ago, and she literally slid me over a Blitz card across the bar and had asked me just so simple, like slid it over to me. You ever heard of that? And I was like, no. And it was just as simple as that. And had asked me if I ever heard of It Works or that rap right there. And she asked me to host a rap party. So I did. And I was one of her first rap parties, actually. She only got one customer from it because my mom and I decided to share a customer account. Can you imagine how annoyed you'd be? And so I became her loyal customer for 2.5 years. I was using the skinny packets. I was using, Define Gel, wraps, and Fat Fighters. And I went back and forth with the wraps and Define Gel, and then I was stuck on the Fat Fighters for 2 years. So can you imagine some annoying loyal customer asking you questions who's only ordering Fat Fighters for 2 years? So I just kept sending her my friends. I remember going around saying, have you ever heard of the It Works products? And I would tell people about it and, about how much I love just those 3 products. And I sent her, ready? 16 loyal customer referrals.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
When you're a loyal customer, say you 16 people, you'd be like, give me your social, I'm signing you up. And so, at that point, every time she'd say, I'll take your friend's money, but this is money you could be making. And at the time, I was 24 years old, and I was going to school to be an event planner. I was literally getting my bachelor's degree in event planning. Only thing I ever wanted to do since I was 12 was be a wedding planner, and I didn't have any interest in anything else. Every time she asked me, I was not interested. I was like, no. I thought she drove around the city and sold wraps all day. That's what I thought wrap girls do. So I think it's really important to kind of share with people what exactly it is that we do, because that's truly what I thought she did. And that's why I declined her offer so many times. And when I graduated college 3 years ago now, I could not find a job, not one. I was living with my boyfriend at the time. We were locked into a house and everything, and I couldn't go anywhere. I looked in surrounding areas like 3-4 hours out from Toledo, and I couldn't find anything. Yeah, I was looking at Columbus, Cleveland, Detroit, Cincinnati, Indiana. I was looking everywhere, and there was one event planner in Toledo that offered me one wedding per summer. And I was like, well, I can't live on that. So, and I told myself, I am not starting my own business. Absolutely not starting my own wedding planning business. And I got invited to a wrap party a week and a half after graduation. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have time for this. I'm going to go support them. And I'm already a loyal customer, so I'll buy a wrap. And I was convinced that loyal customers got wraps for $20 because that's the deal Sarah gave me. So I went over there, and there was this woman talking about how it works. It's her only job, and she was a double diamond. At the time, double diamond, now this was 3 years ago, double diamond's average was $6,000 a month. And I told myself, I'm not going to be a know-it-all. I'm going to sit in the back of the room and just be supportive. And I thought to myself, there is no reason why I can't stand up in front of 5 girls, in yoga pants, talking about these products, because before the party started, somebody said, well, how do the wraps work? How do you use the defining gel? What do you do with the fat fighter? And I just started explaining what I knew from being a customer and asking Sarah questions. And my friend that was a new distributor walks in the room and she says, geez, you know more than I do. You should be doing this. So the whole time my wheels are turning at this party. And so I go in the other room, I text Sarah, and I said, you'd be so proud of me. I really know my stuff. And the only thing she could say to me at that point was how much money she was making. She had tried everything in the book 16 times, right?
She's like, look at my paycheck, woman.
She tried so many times. At first, it was like $1,000. And I was like, okay, I'm not driving around the city to make $1,000 a month. Like, still thinking that she was driving around like, wraps, get your wraps. Like, that's what she was doing. And then it was a couple thousand, then it was 6,000, then it was 10,000, then I didn't believe her. And she said, Katie, guess how much I'm making now? And it was exactly 3 years, 2 weeks from today, it'll be 3 years. And she said, it was presidential, and it was the 15th, so they had just gotten paid. She said, $19,500 a month. And I was like, okay, fine. So I met with her a couple of days later, and I said to her, I know this is a long beginning, but
no, it's good. It's good.
I met with her at a sports bar, and I was being materialistic. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I was 24-year-old bartender. And I said, okay, if she shows up here with a nice car, I will believe it's true. And I'm looking around, and all of a sudden I see a Mercedes with a website on the back of it. And I thought, okay, all right, fine, I'm sold. I watched Sarah be a bartender, a go-go dancer, a personal trainer. I watched her be a jack of all trades, and now here she is driving a Mercedes at 27 years old from a tiny little town in Bedford, Michigan, making $19,000 a month. Fine, sign me up. So I was bartending at the time at this bar. I hated it. I hated my boss. I hated people I work with. I hated having to go in and work for tips and then live essentially work shift to work shift. It wasn't even a paycheck because you don't get paychecks as a server or bartender. So she said, what's your goal? What's your first goal? And I said, I wanted to make $1,000 a month so I could cut back just one day a week at the bar and have a life, just to know what it was like to have any type of freedom on a Saturday and save for a car. I wanted a Jeep. Everybody told me I couldn't have it. My boyfriend at the time, my parents, my grandparents, any one of my friends, that's too extravagant. It's $40,000 car. You're not getting that car. And in my head, I'm like, but I want the car.
But I want it.
But I want it. So I started off in May. And by Christmas time, so about 7 months in, we had offered, instead of the Ruby bonus, they offered us a Christmas bonus. So if you completed your steps to success, you got $500. Well, with that Christmas bonus, I was able to make $1,200 that month for Christmas with It Works, which exceeded my $1,000 goal. And Sarah's like, congratulations. You know what's really funny? I bet if I do this, you can see.
Oh, you have the Lumi?
Hashtag Lumi case.
Wow.
Sorry, I was in the yard all day.
That's a huge difference.
I'm still wearing an It Works shirt, though.
You look at your skin. Mine's not good right now.
I just got back from Vegas, though. It's so nice there.
You were in Vegas?
Yeah, we were in Vegas over the weekend to celebrate.
Why didn't you call me? I'm in Vegas. We're all in Vegas.
Total side note, we were sitting at the top of the stratosphere at the restaurant, and I was like, I wonder where Christy lives. I literally said that out loud.
Actually, I was actually in California, so never mind.
Oh, that's so funny.
Sorry, go ahead.
So after I hit that goal, it really was like, wow, this really just happened. And at the time I was Ruby. And guys, when I was Ruby, I was working my butt off. I was having at least one rap party a week and between 2 to 5 rap appointments, so, you know, on top of the rap party. So I was just, I was a server, so I knew that I could make that cash. Because if you know anybody in the service industry and you can teach them, go make this cash, go make this cash. My team and I were actually talking about that earlier. They'll be more invested in the business if you show them that they can.
That immediate cash,
so,
yeah.
She said, what's your goal now? I said, well, if I can make 1,000, I want to make 2,000. And pretty soon I was so miserable at the bar. I said, Sarah, I want to make $3,000 a month, and I want to quit my job. And 11 months into this business, that following year after conference will literally change your business. It's never been.
Best thing ever.
Start saving right now and get to green carpet and get to conference. But I went Emerald, Diamond, Double. I earned the $10,000 bonus. I earned the $15,000 bonus. And I went into work after that April green carpet, or it was a boot camp at the time. And I walked into work and they told me that the bar was closing. And everybody was freaking out.
Oh my gosh.
And
where'd you go? Where'd you go? Katie,
unmute yourself.
where'd you go?
oh no, why did I get muted? That was weird. Okay, what was the last thing you heard?
You walked into the bar and everybody was freaking out because the bar was closing.
Oh yeah, so everybody's freaking out, not knowing where they're gonna go find a job, and it was the 7th, and everybody was saying, oh, we're gonna get to see our paychecks the next day on the 8th, and I didn't know what it was gonna be. I had no idea what to expect. I just went from from Ruby to Double Diamond in a matter of a couple months. So I was like, I don't know what to expect, and I got to see my paycheck the very next day. And it was $700 higher than the largest month I'd ever had in tips working there for 3 whole years.
Oh my gosh. And
so they wanted to stay open as a diner, and I said, nope, I'm good. I'm going to do my work business full time. So I actually got to quit before they closed.
Oh my gosh.
So at that point, I was a double diamond. I was 25 years old. Making $4,500 a month. It was pretty amazing. And that year, I didn't have to go clock in. I got to enjoy Saturdays doing fun things with my friends and my boyfriend at the time. And it was just the freedom, the feeling of freedom was indescribable. And later that year, around Christmas time, I went through a really rough time. Actually had to move out of my house in a matter of a couple of hours. And the people that were there for me was my team. It was Sarah, one of my sideline sisters, and one of my now double diamonds. And that just proves the friendships and the bonds that you can make with these people in this business. And
that is so true.
I don't know what I would have done if I would have had to work through that hard time. Because I moved into this house by myself. I had nothing in it. Nothing. I left my ex-boyfriend. This is like the longest story ever, but I just have to.
No, it's good because they're probably so bored of hearing me talk every week, so it's good.
I moved to this house, and guys, I wish I could show you around this house. I had nothing. I didn't have a bed. I didn't have a couch. I didn't have a kitchen table. I didn't have a freaking shelf. I didn't have anything. I had that one shelf over there, and one Carter's he has a little dresser. That's all I had. And I had a fund saved for that Jeep that I wanted of $10,000, and it was gone in a matter of days, buying things for my house, first and last month's rent. And I was devastated. I started the year, my paycheck dropped as a double diamond down to $3,600. And I didn't know what to do. I moved into this house by myself and had all these bills and spent that Jeep fund, and I cried. I was devastated. I didn't know what to do, and I called Sarah. And I actually had to borrow money from my grandfather to pay my rent. And I was like, this was like rock bottom for me. This is embarrassing. Like, what does my life come to? I moved out. I thought things would be better, and they're not. And Sarah said, well, you have 2 choices. You can either look at your dream board or you can look at your nightmare board. You can either go triple diamond or you can go back to bartending. And talk about just gut punch thinking about going back to bartending. And I was like, oh, it made me want to throw up. And I know I'm not a mom, but I don't like leaving Carter in the cage for 8 hours. Like, it just makes me sick. So I thought, I have no other choice. It's time to promote again. It had been 11 months since I promoted, and I was like, it's time to go. So the very next month, I went triple diamond, and
Yay!
my paycheck quadrupled in 30 days. It went from $3,600 to $11,000 in a matter of 30 days.
You guys, let me just have her say that again. Go ahead and say that again.
$3,600 to the point where it sounds like a lot, but when you're living in a house by
yourself, yeah.
$3,600 not being able to pay my bills in 30 days. $11,104.
Okay, and let me ask you this: what did you do in those 30 days?
I just decided. You just have to decide that this is enough. Nothing will change unless you're sick of it, unless you've hit rock bottom, unless you're done, unless you make the decision that if I don't change it, nobody's going to change it, and it's just going to keep getting worse.
And you worked your freaking butt off. I can imagine how
hard
you worked.
I had as many meetings with potential distributors as I possibly could.
You say that one more time, that quote that you just said. Nobody,
if you don't change it yourself, nobody else is going to change it and make it better for you, and it's only going to get worse.
Love that. Oh my gosh, I love that so much.
So, and it was true. I was living on my own at that time, and my parents aren't going to bail me out. So the fact that I had to borrow money from my grandfather to pay my rent in my new house was pretty rock bottom for me. And you think double diamond income is amazing, and yes, it is. But you guys, you stop working your business for just a couple of days, weeks, and it goes, and that's exactly what happened in the month of December. So,
and can you just say that? I know this is
no.
But when you do go like this and you stop working, it's so hard to make your way back.
Oh, yes.
10 times harder.
Keep that momentum.
I know, when I went triple diamond, I kind of got complacent with myself, and I wasn't enrolling people like I did, and I could see myself getting into that position of kind of going down, and it got harder to go back up, and I was like, now I want to go presidential, but then it was like, why isn't this as easy as it was before? And it's because I didn't work my business like I did before. So once you guys stop and you start going down, it's hard to get back up.
And the pack goes at the pace of the leader. It's so true.
And you know what? Same ordeal. I mean, I stopped working, so my team thought, oh, it's December. It's cool. It's cool if we all just sit back and enjoy the holidays and not work our businesses. And that's why I tell my girls, do not focus on diamond. Focus on double diamond. Because if you get to diamond and you stop, and you celebrate for more than a minute, and you don't run to double, it is going to take you forever. And it's going to be harder to get there if you don't run for it the very next 30 to 60 days.
That is so true.
So
and
I did it. So my mom has a sample night every single Wednesday. And guys, that month I was 13 to 15, I can't remember, 13 or 15 distributors away from Triple Diamond, thousands away. And I thought, they're just the pit of my stomach. Is this going to happen? I don't know. If I don't try, I literally can't pay my bills, so I'm going to freaking try. So in a matter of one night, you have to pour in your team. If you look at your organization, you say, I need 13 distributors for my promotion. You don't have to sign 13 distributors. You're certainly damn well going to try to sign 13, but you need to help your rock stars sign distributors as well, because I went to one of my mom's sample nights, and I didn't sign 6 distributors, but I helped all of them get 6 people on the spot to sign. So you have to show up. So that was how we made that happen. And you guys, my team, you've just got to build that bond with your team, because on the last day of 2 days to go in March, I found out that my aunt passed away, and her son, my cousin, was living in Ithaca, New York, and somebody had to tell him. And I said, I'll do it, because I didn't think I'd get emotional. I had the freedom to be able to say, I'll go. I'll just pick up and go to New York tomorrow. No big deal. And I was able to pick up and say, I'll go. And my team was out of town, staying at my house. And they said, you go. We got this. And so on the last day of the month, I got 2 hours of sleep. We were working all through the night. Somebody took me to the airport. I flew to Philadelphia, then later to New York, then took a taxi to my cousin's school. Was able to be there for him, drove with him from New York over to Cleveland, had one of my sideline sisters pick me up from Cleveland and drive 2.5 hours to Toledo, and made it to my Ambassador Diamonds upline's house by 11:15 p.m. with an hour and 45 minutes left to make our promotions happen for that Triple Diamond promotion. It was not an option to not make it happen, and it was not an option to not be there for my family, and I was able to have the freedom to pick up and go and do that, and we still made it happen.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
It was absolutely amazing, and Triple Diamond Income, it changes your life. The freedom I was able to experience this past year, I started dating a guy who temporarily lives in Vermont, and we didn't know that he was going to have to go back there. And last summer, we found out that he was going to have to go back for 2 years for his master's and get everything paid for and be a hockey coach. So I said, okay, I'm going to help somebody in his position get to Ruby and earn that $1,000 bonus. It was $1,000 at the time. I said, why not you? Why don't we do this together? And so we signed him up. We earned him the $1,000 Ruby bonus. We took him diamond in the fall, and now he's double diamond, earned all the double bonuses and whatnot for, he didn't earn a bonus for diamond, but we said, you know what? Doesn't matter if there's a bonus. Diamond is good income. We're going to do it anyway. And we made it happen. His paycheck was still $2,000 because they had good volume. And then he earned the double bonus. And now, he's the man that I'm going to marry. And we live 12 hours apart, and we get to see each other a couple times a month, get to plan trips. Then I went presidential diamond 2 months ago. And, oh my God, again, my paycheck, doubled.
Okay, so
crazy.
So Katie and I have discussed, we've just shared, we went presidential the same month, and so we kind of shared each other's paychecks, whatever. And so that Jeep she was talking about earlier, she got that Jeep a year ago?
It was the month after I went triple. I was able to walk right into the dealership and put the money down because I was able to, save up that next year, and I was able to put the money down, and not even 30 days after I went triple diamond, I was able to have my car, and it was like, ha! Freaking did it!
You guys, and this is the thing, my paychecks, I've shown you guys, or if you saw the video, my paychecks when I was doing hair, they were ridiculously, disgustingly low. It was $150 every 2 weeks because I was still trying to build up my clientele, whatever. And I was in Utah, and nobody wanted to pay for their hair being done, whatever. And so, diamond is a huge thing, but when it really, really hit for me was when I went triple. When you start getting those 5 digits deposited into your account, you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I even doing right now?
Can I just say that I just thought about this. My last paycheck is 10 times the amount I used to make as a bartender. Literally. Times my bartending cash, times that by 10, and that's how much we make monthly now.
It's
monthly.
So crazy.
It used to take me 3/4 of a year to make what I make in a month, and that's not to brag. That's you know what? Can I share my biggest aha moment?
Yes, I was actually going to ask you that. Yeah.
Going presidential, well, one of my moments was, oh my gosh, I have so many diamonds and double diamonds on my team now, and getting to see all of them be where I have been, and getting to quit their jobs and stay home with their babies, and it's oh my God, I didn't let, 1 year ago, I can't believe that these girls that were just coming in, or they were just Ruby, are now diamonds and double diamonds. And but my biggest aha moment was this. I didn't wake up on March 1st any different of a person than I was the day before. I am no different than any person that just has joined yesterday. We're no different. And you hear these presidentials and ambassadors saying, anybody can be on the stage, we're no different than you. It is so freaking true.
Yeah.
We are still people. We still have problems. We still have questions. We box each other and ask questions. And,
Yes.
we are no different. The only difference is that we've completed the steps to success more times. Literally the only difference in the entire world. And I think you just, this sounds so cheesy, and I don't care how it sounds. In order to have something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. And the month that I went presidential, I wanted it so bad. I knew that double bonus was going away.
Yes.
I wanted it so bad. And there were mornings when I woke up and my eyes weren't even open yet. And I would roll over and say, I've got to start messaging people and offering them this opportunity. And I wouldn't get out of bed until I messaged 10 people the business opportunity. Like, eyes weren't even open yet. And I want to get on my other phone and read you guys this quote.
And while you do that, you guys, that is so true. Like what she said before, we're no different. I talk to Erin about that all the time. I'm like, babe, these girls, they're all going diamond. They're all going double. They're all going triple. There's these girls getting these ruby bonuses. Like, I'm like, what even just happened? I'm like, I know it's been 3 years, but it literally feels like a blink of an eye. And this is why you guys just have to be so consistent, because in a blink of an eye, it's going to be next year. And either you could have been consistent and you could be Ambassador Diamond, or you could have slacked and you're going to be exactly where you were today. And so it's so true. Like, we are no different. I've just maybe talked to more people. I've been in longer. I've, posted more, or whatever it might be. So that is, oh my gosh, that's so true. Because I think about that all the time. I'm like, these people I've looked up to, I'm like technically in the same spot as them now. I'm like, mind blown.
Isn't that crazy? Like, you look up to the people that now you're sitting next to dinner with, and you're like, holy,
Yeah, I'm like,
how did this happen?
Like, babe, what's going on right now?
Oh, and the fact that we got invited to a Zoom and then found out it was top 100, and we were like, what just happened?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Kate and I, she's like, wait, were you on that? I was like, yeah. She's like, wait, I was on that too. Oh my gosh.
And I remember we met each other when we were double diamonds down in Florida, and we weren't even on the same.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with each other at all. So
here's the quote. One of my emeralds posted this at the beginning of February, and I thought it just hit my heart so hard, because so I'm not married. I don't have kids. My why are kind of material things, like my car.
that's
or
okay.
being able to
Nothing wrong with that.
buy plane tickets and do trips to my boyfriend and pay off my student loans and stuff. Which, by the way, last month, in a couple of clicks of a button, I was able to pay off $7,000 in debt, and I was like,
That is
"Oh my God, did that just happen?"
Oh my gosh.
So she posted this quote, and it hit home, and I was like, "Oh my God,
I'm gonna write it
that's
down.
me." That quote is calling me out. It says, so what I mean by this is, it's easy to just be like, this triple diamond paycheck is not so bad. I'm just gonna, complete
Sit
my
here.
steps to success once a month and sit pretty. No. Deep down inside, you know the truth. The truth is that you can do this. The truth is that if you gave it 100%, you get 100%. The truth is, it's all up to you.
Awesome.
So
That's so
what
true.
for me.
It's 100% all up to you. It's literally, because sometimes I'll hear people say like, well, my team, wah. No. You. If, like Katie said, like, I can help you guys sign distributors. I do the potential Zooms. I can help you with a party, or help you with this, or help you with that. But at the end of the day, like, if you need 10 distributors for your next goal, you better put that in your hands. And if other people do it along with you, yay. Perfect, amazing, even better. But it's up to you. It's in your hands. That's it, period. Okay, let me see here. Let's see. Okay, this is totally like random and off topic, but what I don't know if you want to share this, because some people, I don't know if they want to share it, but
I don't care.
what do you do when you sign a distributor? How do you train them?
Oh, to like get them started?
Yeah.
Well, I believe in this business, you have to not be afraid to switch things up and find something that works. If you're doing something and then all of a sudden it was great, now it's not working, well, then you have to switch it up and try new things. So I sign somebody up. The first thing I do is I walk them through their e-suite. We've got to get that tax form taken care of, and they've got to do a little clicking around. So I have them do that, click around their e-suite a little bit. And I tell them, now this is just me personally, because I'm at the point where I can afford it. And I just started doing this in the past 6 months. I say, if you sign your first 4 loyal customers within your first 72 hours, I'll buy you your first It Works t-shirt. And I let them pick a t-shirt that's under $25 from the It Works store.
Awesome.
Because, of my cabs pay for it. But you have to keep them excited. If you, right now we don't have the training videos because they're being redone. We do have the guidebook. I tell them to go print that out, and then, just briefly go over it, but let's go find those 4 loyal customers right away. And I'll throw a couple sample posts over to them with some pictures, because when somebody's new, they don't know what to post.
Yes.
And new people like to tell the facts about the products instead of why they love it. You see new distributors saying, these are the greens, they're whatever, $32 for loyal customers and all your fruits and vegetables. People are better off to buy something from you, 1, if they love you, and 2, if you're telling what it's doing for you. So I really think it's important to give them sample posts. And I always, for my new distributors, want to get them to at least 2 events in their first month. So I try to get them to come to my mom's sample party with me, or I'll try to get them, we get together on Thursday nights and have work nights at Panera. I need to get them to something to see our bond and see the excitement. But I have them download Voxer, and I just tell them, we're going to talk every day or every other day. And I have a loyal customer video. Sorry, I'm walking away because my dogs have.
You're fine.
I have a loyal customer video. This Lumi case is kind of nice. I can walk anywhere. And you can
I know, that is nice. I need one of those.
I have a loyal customer video on YouTube of me just explaining the loyal customer program, and I send that to them right away so they can start learning how to explain it themselves and even use that video to help them sign those first 4.
I have something similar that I do for them too.
And we get that launch party going right away, and it if they sign their 4 loyal customers in those 72 hours, say, I can't have my launch party for 3 weeks. I'm like, whatever. Let's really get going on social media. You've already got your first 4. But I really encourage that launch party and make it sound fun. And something I just started doing, at the point where I'm at when I'm bringing in a lot of people, and they're bringing in, I signed my best friend, and she signed a bunch of people within the first week. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm having the same conversation over and over again. So I did is I threw them in a Facebook group, and I called it the Launchpad. And I said, we're going to be here together for 30 days to kind of go over the guidebook. You guys can ask me any questions. I can share some videos and sample posts with you guys. And after you guys are out of your 30 days and you've signed your 4, then we can, because you can't be in my Facebook page unless you have your 4 loyal customers.
Oh.
So, and you know what? I've got 30 people pending in there right now because people sign up and they don't do anything, and I don't want those people on my team page. I want you to work for it.
Awesome.
So it's kind of exciting when you get added to my page. It's woo, you signed your first 4. So I do 2 posts a week welcoming people that have signed their 4 loyal customers.
Okay.
But I make sure to explain the importance of that auto ship. If they signed up and they don't have the auto ship set up, when we sign into that tax form, all right, let's get that set up. It's not an option on my team. If you don't have it, I actually Facebook message you and tell you to turn it on, or else you're going to miss out on commissions, prizes, and bonuses. So
Awesome.
I've been trying some new things, so that group is working out, so I'm not answering the same questions, but I love the idea of putting your new distributors in a Facebook message or a Voxer message. Not for any longer than, just getting started, but that way this new person can bond with some other newbies and kind of be learning at the same level.
Yeah, so you find those sideline friends or those sideline sisters. Perfect.
Yeah, because I think of it in terms, it sounds really silly, but I think of it in terms of a sorority. they're in your pledge class, you guys all joined at the same time.
True.
I mean, my closest sideline sisters are the ones that we were going diamond together. I always think it is like, been doing it granted, they've been doing it for 2 or 3 years, so it's taken them a lot of time, but like last ones, they did the wine and facial thing. My mom used to be in Mary Kay when I was younger, so she knows all about skincare. So they did, she did a cute cheese tray and they had wine. My mom is just a party planner and goes all out. But she does Pro-Fit nights where she makes brownies and cookies and shakes with the Pro-Fit, and she has different themes.
That's fun.
So a lot of times, some of the loyal customers from her girls come to a couple parties and then they change their mind and want to become a distributor.
Nice.
So they encourage the loyal customers to keep coming to those things. But I tell my team, if you guys don't have a weekly sample night going on, somebody needs to have one and invite the team. If you don't have an area to do and pick a back room at a coffee shop, I don't care. But you guys need to have people there. We like to do online income opportunities or online, I just like to call them It Works parties because some people hear wrap party and they're like, I don't care about the wrap, but maybe they say It Works parties or It Works party and then they want to learn about a different product or something.
Yeah, so I do Wednesday parties at my house as well, but I really like calling them that too. And then also you guys, you can do a Zoom online sample party or a party like just in this manner, just like that. It's all the same, because people are in different states. And keep this in mind, just because I do one at my house and you don't live in Vegas doesn't mean you can't do one at your house. Don't make excuses that, hey, I don't live in Vegas, I can't do one, I don't know how to do one. Well, from what I've seen,
my own launch party. I called Tiffany the day of my launch party and I was like, hey, when are you gonna be here? She was like, I'm on my way to another party. I was like, oh, I got this. Don't worry. And I did. I had 13 people come, and I made over $300 in wrap cash.
Nice.
That's amazing.
I did it myself. I was a new distributor. I did my launch party in my first 2 weeks, and I did it, and I did obviously go right from my notes in my book and didn't really put any extras in there because I didn't really know, but it doesn't matter. I didn't have any extra products. All you need is wraps, saran wrap, your party pad, and you need water, and that's it. You don't have to have extra products. You don't have to have anything, and you don't have to have anyone there. If you have your party pad, and if you go to your document library, there's party pad notes, put them in there, and you're good to go.
Yes.
You fake it until you make it, and you know what? Sometimes there are people asking questions. I'm like, yeah, this is, I'm like, sometimes you have to just fake it until you fake it until you make it. Like, end of story. Until you are, I'm still learning and growing in this business every single day. Every single day.
Yeah, I did that since the beginning. I was like, I want to be a, diamond, so I'm going to pretend like I'm a diamond. Not like lying to people, but you act like a diamond.
Are we able to come to your parties?
Mine?
Yes, I would like to come in just because, so I just started, and I would really like to come and see just kind of how everything.
Yeah, so I post them in the team page every Wednesday.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Like I said, I just started, so I didn't know that, but I'm very interested, and so I'd really like to get on board and kind of work everything out and see how everything happens.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I fully second that.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
This is gonna get crazy if you guys all start to chime in. We know how we get.
I was just asking, just because I'm extremely curious. I'm extremely motivated, and I would love to have this become my income.
Yeah,
And
totally.
Something as a side job. I mean, I guess right now it is. I'm a stay-at-home mother, but I like to contribute to my husband.
Yeah, definitely. Don't worry. You will be invited. I will make sure I post it for you.
Thank you so much.
You're
Sorry.
welcome.
Okay, I'll
No,
check
you're
that out.
fine. You're fine. Okay, so Katie and Megan, is there anything? It's like midnight over here now too. Sorry, guys. We're just a team and a company that likes to talk a lot. So is there? Is there anything else?
I have no limit on time, so you're
Yeah, me too. Okay, so what is your guys' final tip, aha, inspirational, blah, 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 blah. This is what you need to be doing as fast as you need to be doing it.
First of all, never compare yourself to someone else.
Oh.
Never, ever, 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 ever compare yourself, because like I said, your journey is your journey, and you'll get there when you get there. But if you start putting all these thoughts and stuff into your head, that's going to bring you down, and that's going to keep you from, marking those dreams off your dream board. That's going to keep you back from, why did you join this business? If you're joining this business, like Katie, she just wanted some extra fun money. She went like this, and then you know what? I'm not gonna have extra fun money. I joined because of my son, and I wanted to bring, I wanted more time with John, and I didn't want him to work that, job if he, where we never saw him, and we had to, not leave on the weekends. We only had one vehicle. If I would have stopped because my family didn't believe in me and didn't believe in this company, and they didn't know about it, I would not be, doing like. I have marked so many dreams off my dream board. A lot of them are small. Like, I got a dog. Like, that was not my dream board because we lived in an apartment at a time that we couldn't get a dog. Now we have a home, and it's a beautiful home. We have a dog. We just paid for our wedding. My dream wedding. My parents didn't. I didn't have to ask my parents to pay for it. My dad's a truck driver. They don't make good money. And if I wanted to get married, we got married in a year after he asked me. So we were able to pay for, and a very, very expensive wedding. And actually, we were not very smart about it. We were like, we didn't do that. Yeah, we shouldn't have done that the way we did it. But we were able to, and that's because we, continue to work. Just because you hit a rank doesn't mean you stop working. I still focus on filling my steps to success out. Is there months that maybe I miss a distributor? Yes, that is okay. But did I stop trying? No. The 31st hit, okay. The first hit, new goal, new set of success. I'm gonna hit them. Like, no matter what rank you are, you still have the same goals. So don't compare yourself to anyone. Don't get down on yourself. If in this business, you will have people that will come and go presidential in 4 months. It's gonna happen. You cannot put yourself in those shoes. They might, everybody has the same tips, the same tools that we're given. If you follow those tools, if you stay plugged in, if you go to meetings, if you do what you have to do, just like everybody else is, you will get there. Everybody just has a different journey and a path in life. And as long as you don't get down on yourself and you pour into yourself and you do a lot of self-development, you will get there. You will get there, but it's up to you to get there. It is not up to your upline. It is not up to anybody but yourself. When you start saying, well, I need this, I need that, well, guess what? When I joined, I didn't really have that because Tiffany was new too. So I had to research myself. I had to figure it out myself. I couldn't just go for a question because she was doing the exact same thing. You have got to do it yourself. I get and I tell my distributors all the time, you're kind of lucky that you have me to come to, and I tell you all the time, please come to me for questions. Please come to me for this.
You're lucky.
But the thing is that if you rely on everybody else to mark your dreams off, your dreams are going to take 10 times longer to mark off. You have got to put this effort in yourself, because once you know, oh, wow, that question was under the document library this whole time. Yes, everything that I know, you have right in front of you. Everything that she knows or she needs to know, or her knowledge, we all have it. If you need inspiration, go find it yourself. You don't need to be, going to your upline every time that you're down. Go get something from the internet, pull up something inspiring, read a book, because you'll get the same thing that we get. It is being a leader, and everybody is a leader. You join this business, you're a leader. If you're an executive, you're a leader. The team below you, if you have 2 distributors below you, I bet they ask you questions, and sometimes it's draining. Think about having over 1,500 people below you. Guess what happens? We're drained too, guys. So where do we get it? I don't go and call Tiffany I'm drained. No. I stopped doing that. I don't even know really if I ever did that. I might have, been here and there, and I'll talk to styling people, and John, mainly John. So he, Poor John sometimes. But inspiration, guys. If you haven't watched The Secret, watch The Secret. I watch it almost probably 3 times a month because your power thought, if you're gonna be like, well, I might get there. Maybe it will happen. One day I'm Black Diamond. I make this amount of money. I'm going to Bora Bora. I'm going to Bora Bora. I said that for so long. I'm finally going. I'm going to do that. I will do this. This is happening all over my house. It says, I am Ambassador Diamond. I'm Ambassador Diamond. I will make $50,000 a month. It's on, if you write it and say it, it will happen. But it's up to you to say it. Once you start doubting yourself and you start throwing a pity party for yourself, it's going to take 10 times longer and you probably will quit. And it's because you're putting those negative thoughts in the atmosphere where it's going to surround you and it's going to eat you alive.
And
so you have got to stop doing that.
I'm huge on The Secret. These girls
we
know,
watch it all the time.
and guys
we
know.
Watch it all the time.
I tell them, oh, you don't feel good? Go watch The Secret. Because I can't inspire you, but I can give you something that will literally feed your mind.
There's only so many times that I can sit there and say the same thing over and over again to somebody.
Exactly.
If you guys, once you fill yourself with so much negativity, I cannot put so much positivity in you because you are so down on yourself. So you need to go hear from somebody else, or you need to go watch a video, or you need to go read a book, or you need to go write down your goals again, or you need to go back to, I'm going to say, why did you join this business? Why did you do this? What is stopping you? And when they don't know what to say, well, I haven't got a loyal customer. Why not? If you haven't got a loyal customer, what are you doing differently? Are you doing your hundreds list? Are you posting on social media? Are you reaching out to people? Are you doing what you did at the beginning? Or if you're new, did you watch your training? Did you watch the videos that I tagged you in? Are you following up with other people? Are you watching leaders? Are you, are you doing dream boards? Are you meeting with people? Are you doing, and then that's where the excuses start. Well, I have this. Well, you know what? Everybody has stuff. It's life. It's life. We don't have time. No one joins this business because they have time. They join this business to make more time for their family. If it takes a year to get more time, if it takes a year to be able to do what you want and to answer to nobody but yourself, then you know what? It might be hard for a year. It might be hard for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. But it's going to be worth it in the end to say, you know what? I'm retired and don't have to answer anybody ever again.
Yes.
Ever again. So it's up to you guys to do that. It's not up to anybody else. It's not up to your upline. It's not up to your downline. People quit all the time. It's because they quit on themselves. That doesn't mean you quit. You know what? My diamond chart has 3 people on it that are still in this business. 3 people.
Wow.
One of them is John. So thinking about that is insane because in one of them, she is a double diamond, and she went from a double diamond all the way down to an executive and just hit her diamond rank again last month. She let life get in her way, and yes, half of her team completely quit. So she only had one strong leg. That's it. Her volume is insane. She has, a million diamonds, triples, and all kinds, on one leg. But her other leg quit, so she kind of gave up. And you can't give up. It's going to happen. But it's up to you to rebuild. And she never gave up, but you could tell that, she slowed down because she gave up because they gave up. And you know what? It's going to happen. People will give up, but it's up to you to continue to fill your steps to success out. It's so hard for me to get that out. It sounds so bad every time. Steps to success out. You have to continue to build it and build what you have to do and motivate yourself and know that they didn't give up because you weren't the leader that you're supposed to be. They gave up on themselves and they gave up on their why. And sometimes, I have people that come back and, maybe it just wasn't their time. It might have just not been their time or the right time in their life. So you have to remember that and just, okay, who am I going to sign next? Who am I going to help try to save, change their life next? Now I don't think about, I think about changing my life, but now it's about other people. It's about who can I bring home next? Who can I make as happy as I am? Because I was dark, alone, and not alone, but I felt alone because John was never here. And our relationship was rocky. And, I was depressed and I just couldn't get out of the funk, and it made my life so much better. And, it wasn't the money. I mean, obviously the money helps a lot, but the money was able to bring us closer together, and it gave us freedom. And the freedom from stress that money puts into people's life is insane. And that's why people give up so quickly. But if you fight for that freedom from the stress that, debt and this and bills and all that, I promise you that you'll be so happy that it's just your world. You're just happy so much.
You're just gonna be so
happy.
You're just gonna be happy. That's it. That's all you need to know. Okay, so Katie, how about you?
I think I just want a mic drop for her.
I know. And just so you guys know, Megan is amazing. I met her on the cruise for the first time. Stacey and we had a late night with her, and it was so much fun.
I stayed in their bed so late until 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. And it was so much fun. And this girl, go follow her on Facebook. She's amazing, and she just has the biggest heart ever, and you will just love her as much as I love her. So, Katie.
I love you all so much.
Christy, I was just going to say, I'm scrolling through, I'm on my Zoom app on my phone. I'm scrolling through and I'm looking at all the people that are on this call. First off, you have somebody on your team named Diamond. What's up, girl? and I see her along with at least 5 other girls that are they're holding their babies, they're snuggling.
Yes.
Some are cleaning the kitchen.
They're
some are eating.
awesome.
Like, I see, is it Elena? Like,
Eliana.
Awesome Office. Can we talk about that? Like,
Eliana.
Okay. No, but I'm looking at everybody on this call, and there's a girl on my team that she's moving so fast, and she's like, is this okay? Is it okay? And I'm like, Angie, I always say this to her, why not you? Why not you? Why can't you be that person that goes ambassador in a year? Why can't you be that person that has this awesome story? Or maybe you have this awesome success story. Maybe your story so different. Like Megan said, don't compare your leader. About Diamond, it means she has a freaking different story than you. Get over her. Story.
Hold on, Katie.
For any one of you ladies that are on this call.
Hold on. It's breaking up a little bit. I want to give it a second to catch up. Okay. Are we good?
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good now. Go ahead.
Okay. So, like I said, her success is not your failure. So if you see somebody over there going, doesn't mean you cannot be afraid to have a different story, like Megan said. And there is no reason why any single one of you, there are a lot of people on this call. I'm like super impressed. My team would never stay up this late. So props to you guys.
Well, we're losing them.
It means you guys care about your business, seriously. And there's no reason why any of you guys can't be the next Ambassador Diamond. No, it is not going to happen overnight. I can promise you that. If you think anything is going to happen overnight, you might as well quit now. But you guys are all on this, like, you guys are all, like, I seriously, the whole time Megan was talking, I was scrolling and looking at all you guys. You guys are into this. A lot of you guys are taking notes. You're, like, seriously focused in. That's awesome. You guys have something that a lot of other people don't have. If you're Ruby, a lot of people don't, most people in this company don't even make it that far. So if you get to read, pat yourself on the freaking back and run for Diamond. Because there's no reason why not you. When we were at Sarah's house for her leadership retreat last November, Pam said, we're going beyond $1 billion. How many hundreds of thousands of dollars do you want to be in your downline? And we were like, oh my gosh. So yeah, like if you don't tell somebody else will. There's no reason why any of you on this call can't be the next Diamond or can't be the next Ambassador Diamond. It is only a matter of a decision. That's it. You can give up. You can give up on your babies. You can give up on your families. You can give up on your dreams. You can think it's all freaking bogus. You can think that we're crazy. But the fact of the matter is it's not hard. Just decide. Just offer it to somebody. That's it. Your why has to be so big. And they always say, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. Honest to God, my why never made me cry. I just wanted a freaking car. But now,
if she cries while she's
picked up some last minute things. Unboxings there. We're talking about how we're going to go to Louis Vuitton and all these activities and buy these tickets to all these shows. And I'm thinking, the sun was shining and I picked up Carter and my windows were down and I'm driving my dream car and I'm like, why did this happen to me? Like, I don't have kids or anything special like to work for, but like today, I got to hire somebody to do the landscaping on my house that I don't even own, just because I wanted the house to look nice. I would have never been able to afford that before, and now I get to look outside every single day at this amazing new landscaping, and I just sat in my front room the whole evening. It was like not even light outside anymore. I was just staring at it like, I can't believe I was just able to pay for that. And some people, it's just a freaking plant, but to me, it's like, why not you? There isn't any reason. Look, like Chrissy, I was just like kind of going through Facebook when we were sitting there, like, there isn't any shape, color, size, story, anything that is the perfect match to this business. You go to a freaking It Works You, there are Amish people. Like,
yes.
For real.
Awesome.
A lot, and they don't have technology. You know what they do? Me and John was like, we have to figure out, like, how, like, we gotta figure it out. I gotta know. So I went up to one of them because one of them was a double diamond when I went to It Works You to Michigan last year, and they go to door to door. Door to door. They do not use technology. They go to door to door to run this business.
Good for them.
Yes.
That's legit.
You guys just have to think about, if you don't have a dream board, you better freaking make one. Not this week. It's the end of the month. But if you don't have a dream board, make one on Pinterest. Like, you have to have goals for yourself. And you're going to put things on there, and you're going to think that is freaking crazy. I don't care if it's buying diapers. I don't care if it's going to Toys R Us and buying your child whatever they want. I don't care if
a dining table on my dream board, guys. A dining room table. People are like, what are you putting a table on it for? It's just not your table because we lived in an apartment. We never ate dinner together. Wyatt had his a little itty bitty like table for like kids that's like now out in our backyard because we didn't have a table. Me and John ate at our living room table. So my dining room table was huge for me, like huge. I love eating dinner now as a family. Wyatt's 3, and it made me sad. Like every night that he would be eating alone. Like, yeah, I would try to squeeze my big butt in that sometimes, but like, I just could not wait to get a dining room table that we all sat at, and I just love my dining room table. Like it was this thing on my game board that I was able to mark off because we got a home and we actually had a kitchen in it.
Look at this quote. Hold on. I'm going to show you my dream board.
Yes. Oh my God.
It's not your fantasy. It's your future.
True that.
This, I get to take this off after this weekend because I got to go to Giada's restaurant in Vegas. I never thought I would do that. I thought that was literally the most stupidest, insane thing ever, but I watched her cooking show, so I put it on there in hopes that one day it was going to happen. I put this stupid fake paycheck on here that says $30,000. I thought, that seems so far off. Like, I'll put it on there, but I'm probably not going to take it off for a while. And then I doubled my paycheck this year. Like, it's not a fantasy. It is completely can be your reality with this company. It is not a joke. I'm nobody special. We are just normal people that picked out something that we wanted, and we just went for it. And you need to just pick out why you want to do it. If somebody says you can't have that, say, watch me.
Say, suck it. No, I'm just
And
kidding.
that's exactly what I said, John. I said, okay, what? He said, you can't even, like, I have really bad anxiety. Like, it's not, like, if you guys would have told me, like, to get on the Zoom, like, when I first joined, I would have been, like, panicking and, like, having an anxiety attack. And, like, I probably would have been in, like, my second bottle of wine by now. But I don't have to do that anymore because I love this business so much that, like, it's, like, something I love to talk about. I enjoy talking about it. Like, our team meetings are huge. We have, like, 500 to 600 people at every team meeting once a month. And so, like, there's 4 of us, and we all host it. So, like, when I get up there and I talk to everybody, like, before, like, I would have blacked out. Like, I would have blacked out, sat down, and been like, what did I say? Like, one time, like, I was, like, first, I don't know why I wasn't, like, it was, like, our first couple meetings, and there was, like, 100 people there, and I got up there and spoke, and I sat down, I said, John, what did I say? He said, don't worry, I didn't record it. I started to, and then I just deleted it, so you won't ever see it. I was like, oh my gosh. That's how bad it was. Like, I have really bad anxiety, but when it comes to work, it's not anymore. If you told me to get up there and talk about, like, I don't know, like, the grass, I would, like, break out in hives and pass out. And black out, and, yeah, like, you'd be seeing me, like, snorting Xanax and confidence. I'm just kidding.
You kill me. Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. I would never do that.
You are so funny. Okay. So, Katie, did you have anything else that you want to add?
I don't think so. I think you just need to realize that we're just a bunch of goofy girls, and we're like the girls said, we're still learning all the time. I always tell people, when I started, I didn't know shit about shit. I knew that I wanted a Jeep, and I knew I wanted freedom, and I knew I hated going into the bar shifts. So I'm just gonna do it. What else do I have to lose?
I really like what you said too, because people will say if your why does not make you cry, it's not big enough. I'm like, I can't cry.
Oh my gosh! But here's the thing. Like, I was just like that. I was like, do I get emotional about the car? Am I supposed to cry about that? I just
cry.
I cry about everything. I'm such a baby.
And I don't cry about anything. I'm like, I just really want to be successful and have a big bank account and a nice house. That's all I want.
And just now being able to look back and seeing the girls on my team build houses, quit jobs. I had one girl on my team walk across stage in Grand Rapids with a 7-day-old newborn baby, and I told her
Awesome.
because she wouldn't be able to stay home with that baby if it wasn't for work. So she said, I'm going to be there. And I said, I could never be more proud of somebody. But I just look back at what I have, and that makes me want to cry. So think about what you want for your family. Like, I don't care if it's a dining room table or a car or maybe it's you've always wanted a nicer phone or a computer or something for your house, or maybe you just wanted to take your family out to dinner without having to worry if you had enough money. Whatever it is, that's your.
Or eat on, like, the kids menu. Like, I had to do that all the time. Like, I had to eat on the kids. I'm like, yeah, why did, like, he wants 2, and, like, he just can't decide, so we're just gonna get 2 of these. One of them was for me.
Oh my goodness.
I was, like, we didn't have money to, and I still don't know how to cook, so.
I have one challenge for everybody. Tomorrow morning, you pick a really good either selfie or a picture of you and your family, or a picture of something that you bought with your work's income that you were proud of, whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be a selfie. Post your story. I don't care if you joined yesterday. It can be why you joined. I always tell my team, put who you are, where you're from, and start with what you were doing before it works, what your life looked like. Include the struggle. If you couldn't buy diapers, put it out there. I couldn't buy diapers when I started, or whatever. So include what your life was like, or is like. Include the struggle. Say how you found it works, or how it found you, why you got started, what it is that you wanted, your first goal, and what it works has done for you, or what it's allowed you to pay for. I don't care if you just say, it has helped me to pay for my car payment every month for the past 6 months, and it takes such a stress off my family, and I want nothing more to help 3 more people this month learn how to do that. Every time I challenge my team to put their story out there, they message me and they're like, oh my God, I just got somebody that wants to join, or
Don't just once. Do it again and again and again and again and again.
And this is what I tell them. Write your story, write the full story, write the whole novel. And then tell different parts of it all the time. Tell different parts about your house, and then about your car, and this vacation with your family, and this what you got to do with your family, and maybe something about yourself, like post about it, and post, like Megan said, post it again and again, and tell it a different way, and tell tell all the different angles, because you're going to speak to somebody.
Also, if you guys are new, you don't have to have gone on the vacation. It can be, you know, your goal and this is the tool that's letting you get there. So,
or even like if you sold one wrap and you said, I just filled up my gas tank, or I just bought dinner for my family, or maybe you sold a whole box of wraps and you were able to go to the grocery store without worry. You've got to share that with somebody.
Yes, so true.
Somebody wants their gas tank filled up. That $25 could go to the box of wraps or the box of diapers that they want. You never know. Like, before I joined It Works, I never even went to Starbucks. Ever.
Oh my goodness.
Because I didn't have the extra money to go. Nor did I have a vehicle to get there. There's moms out there, or, you know, there's people that are bartending that want what you have. So you never, just because, oh, well, I don't have kids, or, I don't have this. Well, there's someone out there that has the exact same story as you. They're just waiting for you to share it with them. If you never share it with them, they're never going to know, and they're going to join with somebody else. So you have got to put yourself out there and get over the fear, because once you get over that fear, something inside you will open up, and you'll be able to help someone else that has that fear. And
so
then you're going to, it's a ripple effect. But you just have to get over it. You have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable.
True that. Okay, so Natalie, I don't know if you were raising your hand on purpose. Did you have a question for one of these girls, or just in general? Hold on. Also, you guys, don't forget what we just talked about, following up. Following up is important. Katie said she has notebooks for the people she follows up with. I honestly just have a list, and it has potential customers, potential distributors, and I follow up with them that way. I go through the list and I look at it probably every other day, and I'm like, oh, I need to follow up with her. Oh, I need to follow up with her. I'm not super organized, but I will put them in my calendar as well. So I talked to this girl on Wednesday. I'm probably going to follow up with her Friday or Saturday. There's not a perfectly set way or time to follow up with them. It's just when either they told you, or when you're comfortable, or when you feel like, you know, if you have that connection and you feel like they're going to sign, don't wait too long, get that fire in them. So everybody's different, but following up is so important. The fortune is in the follow-up. If you don't follow up with them, as soon as they see someone else post their story and they're like, you know what? Christy had told me about that one time and she said I'd be really good, but I just saw Katie's story, and so I think I'm just going to join with Katie. You will die. You will be so sad. Seriously. You won't die, but you'll be sad.
I don't know how many times that I have missed that one potential, and I'll find oh yes, so I'll message them, and oh well, last week I got a raise, so I went ahead and signed with the person that reached out to me. If I would have reached out to them every single week like I did before, and that 2 weeks go by, stuff happens and I get it. You're gonna miss those some people, but don't make it a habit, because then you're building someone else's team. Which I put in all that effort of talking about the business, telling them about the business, doing this, doing that. Well, that time wasn't right. Well, then when I forgot, and they're like, oh well, not right now, not right now, not right now. So you know what, I kind of pushed it to the side, which I should never ever do, because you never know what's gonna happen, and when they have the extra money to sign, or when something tragic happens in their life and they need this more than ever, so then they're ready to sign. They say almost every 6 months something happens in your life and you're ready to join. That probably was the day that she joined.
True that.
And the other 15 people happened to me. So I'm telling you guys, follow up. Do not forget to follow up, because you're going to message somebody one day and they're like, oh, well, I signed with this person. They don't know, we are one team on mission, but they don't get that, oh, I should have messaged you. They're just going to they're just going to say yes to the next person that messages them.
Yeah, that's so true.
And one thing to add to that, Megan, is even if you've never talked to them before about it, and you have thought about them for a second, or oh, maybe I should message them in the future, but I'm going to keep liking their posts and whatever. Don't wait, because I have a small list of people that were on my mind that I didn't present the opportunity with, and they joined with somebody else, and every single one of them ended up messaging me and asking me for advice.
And you're like,
That's
I'm
so
like,
that's
oh my
so
gosh,
true.
somebody else followed up with them, but I saw your story and it was so inspiring. I just signed up, and I'm like, you signed up with me, like I didn't offer it to them.
And you guys, this is the thing too, like, just like she said, people don't know. They don't know, like, they're supposed to sign up with the person that, you know, they talk to first or whatever it might be. But just like she said, I always say go with your gut. If someone pops up in your mind, if you see someone on your timeline, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to message them, just do it. There is a gut feeling on purpose. There's something telling you to talk to them. Do it. Like, there's some mornings, it's so weird. There's some of the people that I've signed where, like, I wake up, or I had, like, literally a dream. It's so weird. And I wake up and I'm like, this person, I need to message them. And I message them and they're like, I've actually been thinking about it. And I'm like, mind blown.
Don't you agree that 9 times out of 10 when you do send that message, it's, oh my gosh, you know what? I've actually been thinking about it.
Yes.
So I think the second challenge besides sharing your story should be, when you wake up tomorrow, you need to go message minimum of 5 to 10 people that have been on your mind. Minimum 5 to 10. Because I know I can think of like 20 off the top of my head. So minimum 5 to 10 people. Just tell them what's on your heart.
Yes. Yeah, and you guys just be honest. Just be open with them. Okay, so Natalie, did you have a question for these girls? Oh, I
had a question. Any of the three of you were answered, doesn't matter. But first thing, Katie, I'm actually from like the same place in Ohio that you're from, so this is really funny. But anyway, so let's say someone comes up to you and they're a potential loyal customer, but they say, well, I've never seen any of my family. I've never seen any of their personal results, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I've sent in my results and everything. And they're like, oh, well, no one I know has had results with it, so I don't really know what it does. Or, like, they just need to see someone on it. And I told her, like, oh, well, you know, that could be you. You know, you could be that person. And to show them, too, that she's, like, not on board at all. So what would you say to that?
Well, so obviously she's very interested. So is this somebody that's in your area?
She's not, no.
Okay, so is she like wanting to try a wrap? Or...
Yeah, she the wraps. Yeah.
So why don't you have her do like an online party and you can give her a free wrap? Just so she can try it without, you know what I mean? But you have those people that say they've never seen results and stuff. There's reasons behind it, or they're most likely lying. I've literally had people at my face. I'm like, I was there. I saw your results.
You know what I say is, well, you know, I'm really sorry to hear that, but I would love to personally get the rep on you guys, because I know I can have you guys have good results. You know, I don't know if you guys took pictures, drank water, exfoliated. There's a lot of things that go into it.
Well, what Natalie said was that this girl doesn't know anyone that's ever tried anything, and so she doesn't know if it's going to work on herself.
So, I would, like I said, if she doesn't want to pay for it, or if you can't get her to, you know, try a challenge for you and get her, oh, if you do this and, you know, you see results, and you can get a free box wraps and then go into the loyal customer program and sharing your link. I get loyal customers like crazy to do that, because they're like, okay, well, if I know I see results, I know my best friend will too. And then boom, you can have her share her referral link, and then they, you know, it's another loyal customer that you're making profit off of. No, you can't move, but to never not do this, because I believe that everybody should, you know, if you're going to get a loyal, you could get a million more, and that's only someone closer to loving the products. I have a lot of loyals that become distributors because they fall in love with the products. So getting those people to try, and, you know, that loyal's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting 10 people to become loyal customers. Then I'm like, why don't you become a distributor? Do you see how, you know, look at this, and then boom, they're a distributor because they gotten 2 people to sign up through their referral link. But like I said, you know, if she's very skeptical about it, have her throw an online party, and then you get her to try a wrap. And then once she does that and she loves it, she's obviously very interested in it. Then, you know, I always get loyal. I love getting loyals because I know that, like, if I get them to love the products, I can get them to love the business, and I get them to, you know, join the business.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
All right, guys, so it's been 2 hours, so I am going to just wrap it up. I'm not really going to do, like, open question right now because it's, like, freaking probably, like, 1 a.m. there for them. So, you know,
Real quick. I'm so sorry. So, you guys follow up Fridays, and you know when you don't follow up and you're thinking of them, and you're thinking of them, and then you contact them, and oh my gosh, they're with someone else. The same thing with blitzing. If you're walking past somebody and you're thinking of them, and then you don't blitz them, you're going to be thinking about them for the next week, and you're going to be like, I wish I would have blitzed them. I wish I would have blitzed them. So no matter what, who it is, if you walk past somebody and you're like, man, I should blitz them, or you're even thinking about it for 2 seconds, blitz them. Because it happens to me, and I walk away, and then I cannot get them off my mind, and it drives me insane. So blitz.
That's so true. I've actually ran back into a restaurant because I was like, if I don't do this, I'm going to punch myself in the face and be like, they could have been my ambassador diamond. So I've actually ran back into a restaurant. Okay, so thank you guys so much for being on. We have the trainings from last week where it was, you know, the end of the month push, and the one before that was parties and customers, and then the one before that was distributors. So if you guys are like, well, I really don't know how to sign distributors and I wanted to do that, or I'm going for a promotion and I didn't hear about that, what I want you to do is go to the team page, go to the magnifying glass, type in trainings, and all of the YouTube links, just scroll down. It will give the description of it, and you guys can see the trainings on there. I want to switch it up for you guys and, you know, hear from other people and hear other things. So if you're looking for something specific or further training on something, go watch those, because we've had some awesome people give some awesome tips on those. So thank you guys so much for staying for the full 2 hours. You guys are amazing. And thank you so much, Megan and Katie, for coming on. I really appreciate it, especially because you guys are on the East Coast, so it's super late there, and you're amazing.